guess I'm live. Okay. It's a bit of a different setup thing I've got now. So this is run through Streamlabs. OBS Streamlabs. So my mic seems to be in a good spot. Let's have a look. So now, with this, I can do this. And so, we can read some new stuff while we stream, which is pretty cool, I reckon. We're gonna be looking at Aristotle, the categories. There's quite a few parts, so we'll see how far we go. Let me just... Hey! Hey, here's a good kill. Now, doggo's here. Sorry, I think I'm lost. Now let's see. I'm not actually sure if I'm live. I don't know. Seems to be all working on the Streamlabs side. So before we get into the categories, let's have a look at what is going on. So look at this. Got a border. Woo! It looks pretty lame, to be honest, but it's a little bit extra. But also with this, I finally flipped the camera so you're actually reading correct way around. So let's have a look. Are we live, and how do I figure that out? Let's see. Am I live? Apparently. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm loading it. Am I live? Oof. So that looks like me. Sweet. Okay. I am live. Good to know. Let me just see how this is all going, and then I can check right this, be right back. So with that, Okay. So one thing I'd expect is be right back and all that would mute the mic, but I guess not. Starting soon. Scene. Okay. So here's another setup I've got. So I've got this and this. This one seems to be a little bit better at seeing what's up here, you know? Seeing the content that we're looking at. I'll scroll that down so you can see how that's managed. So if I scroll down, that should be all good. And actually, let's see. I had also I do have this also, so I believe.
Chapter 1 of Categories.
Let's see if that blew out your ears or not.
This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org.
Sweet. So, I'd say that works well.
Categories
Now.
by Aristotle. Translated by Octave.
Cool. And I have a button on my keyboard to pause that and such. So, one thing that's an advantage of what I'm planning on doing here, is that both this recording and the text here coming from public domain materials. So there's no real worry of copyright or anything like that. Sweet, that's out of frame. And so let's have a look at what we got. Well, I got distracted, didn't I? Because I was going to mention about, I've got a new setup, so let's talk about how we got here. So, pretty much on a few streams that I've watched, I heard them mention Streamlabs. So I googled up Streamlabs, and I believe some said OBS Streamlabs. So in doing so, let's have a look. Let me just do that. I'm pretty sure the top result was streamlabs.com. I clicked on the main link, and at the top of the screen has download Streamlabs, or download button. Download. It's not really at the top. There's a dismissible message, and then it'll be in the top right. And so I just did that. So downloaded that and got it installed. And so with that, I chose one of the default kind of setups with the borders and such like that. So that gives me stuff like I had to begin with this kind of setup, but the window capture was set on automatically detecting on for games, and so I have just put the screen capture pretty much below that, because let's show you what's up. So let's add a source, and let's go screen capture, add source, add source, and we'll go settings on that, little cog on that thing, and then we'll go Streamlabs. And so now you should be able to see. Hey, Luna, go. So we'll bring that below my webcam so you guys can see me talk. So when I first opened this up, this is what I saw, as you can see behind me. So as you can tell, the scaling was a bit different, but as you can tell, this whole box here is what is being streamed, and so that's why I've got recursion happening down the way. You can see my mouse wiggle all the way down. There's my one subscriber, my mate. And this, which you can just put away, that doesn't really help you when managing anything. Oh, so first of all, when it first launched, it had a few options of different kind of themes, and with that came with this theme, but you know, the background was games, as I said. It had starting soon, these ones, you know, and be right back, ending soon, intermission. And so I added one, let's go back to this. Yeah, let's go like that. So then you can come down here and press plus. Let's see if that doesn't show up, but it comes up with the dialogue, and you get to name the new scene you're gonna make, and then a new thing comes in here with that new name, usually right at the bottom, so you might want to slide it up to get easy access. And then the sources box will be empty for that, and so you can press plus on that, and that probably won't show up, but yeah, that's another window. And there's a whole lot of boxes of stuff you can add. You know, widgets like chat box and stream goal, subscription goals, donation goals, tip tracker, and all that. And right at the top, you got you can add a media file, you can add a video capture device, which is your webcam or whatever, screen capture, and alert box. You know, a bunch of stuff. Event list, Streamlabs. And then there's some general sources. So you can add your own pictures, which these are just images. These are pictures essentially for consideration. Same with these boxes around. They're just images. You know, transparent in the middle, so you can you know, just frame essentially your windows. But yeah, so that's how. Yeah, so then I added a few scenes, I guess. So this one was quite self-made. As you add and move stuff, so if we come in here, if we go like that, you know, as you move these boxes, it shows you your pixels, you know, so you can even it up. And I can undo that, Control Z. So what I should be doing, actually that looks quite nice. Anyway, so one thing I did notice, I'm going to try to do right now with this original scene, is okay, that's interesting. Oh, so that's interesting. When I change that screen capture, it changes it for all of them. I only just realized that now. So if I were to go back into settings, as you saw, you click there. Now I'll go back to the Project Gutenberg, which I assume is named off the Gutenberg press, because that's kind of the first distributization of information, and so recapturing that is the distributization of, I think that might be the wrong word, but distribution of information, of free information, essentially. Okay, so this is where also I think a lot of people, get people paid to do a whole lot of background ones. Now, if I were to add a source, I think you could do image slideshows, and let's say you can add scenes, a source of a scene. So I think that was a different scene within that you have created. Now I thought shortly so if there's widgets, that'd be interesting to see, because I've seen people with like moving stuff on their sort of setups. So I'd love to see what that's like, see how that is done. So, how would you load in something that moves as a image or whatever on this? I'm pretty sure it'll be just like a GIF or something like that. Yeah, load in. That would be quite interesting. Now, another thing that you... Oh, never mind. Yeah, because there's, a lot of blank space just like up here and stuff like that right now. So that's quite interesting. So, also when launching this, I actually put the wrong webcam in. So that was a bit awkward, but so I got some software to try to use my camera, but mine is the only one that doesn't work with it, of Sony's cameras. And so I ended up having to... Now, what did I do? I got a USB screen capture card thing. I got that cheap one that you might find like $30 or so. And also bought a unit that replaces the battery that you plug in, and so you don't need to ever worry about battery time while streaming or whatever while it's plugged in. So that's quite nice. But yeah, so I used the accidentally load in the software one stuff. So it was actually so I ended up having to go into the settings of... How did I fix that again? Went into settings and I forgot how. So that's unfortunate, but somehow I ended up fixing that. Choosing the right webcam. That's right. Clicked on the video capture device, went into settings of that, and you can choose the device there. You can also choose resolution and FPS type, frames per second. Yep. So that was that. So this is something, I guess, I'm not exactly happy with the way it looks like something black and red. I chose those colors for a reason. Also, like the neon purple or whatever was, not that great. But we'll see, what ends up happening of this. Now, kind of what I want to do is see what I can gleam. Okay, so that's interesting. So in the Streamlabs, you can hit settings above the chat box on the right. I should really just keep that up, shouldn't I'm feeling like I won't end up touching on Aristotle. This will probably be a short thing. And so, yeah, I'm not feeling up for a lot of talking, and having also not really prepared very much for it. I should probably just embrace it, but also this is new, so let's see how this goes. I might also try to, fix up something nicer for things, because that's, discouraging me in a way. So up here I hit settings, and it sent me over to YouTube tab on my browser, and that was hunted me down for, or like, Wait, so is there a live stream delay? I assume so, but I assume not. I didn't ask for one. It seems like there's a very heavy delay. So that's interesting. So I'm guessing that's on Streamlabs side. Or just in the translation between. Yep. So that's something to think about, because there was very much less of a problem with that when I was just going webcam. Something else I might consider is adding an extra screen to keep the just a smaller screen on the ground, so I can watch my streaming output while I play, while looking at the source directly, because I'm going to need to manipulate that anyway. So that's not there. So I've opened up a settings window, and I'm trying to find, because there seems to be a large delay. So it seems like there's a replay buffer that it could be from the output window in settings. Hey, you alright? Let's give you a walk. Are you alright? So that reminds me, I should really get ordered on some food. She's run out of edible toys, hey? So that's interesting. But that's how I got here. Essentially, Open Streamlabs used, there's like red bubble or something like that. and got me to this stage, added a few extra scenes and the materials in them. You add the source of... yeah, I think I mentioned. So I want to play around with this. So I think I did a little bit with that playing of this. So I might end stream and restart. So that... Hey! No! Down. Hey. You're right. I might end the stream and restart, so I'm got one talking about the video stuff, and then get talking about Aristotle.